everyone, and welcome to this week's Household Huddle. Okay, now before we jump into this week's story, let's take a minute to remember the 4 steps in a household huddle. Do you remember what they are? Breathe, share, reflect, and think. Okay, so where do we begin? That's right, we breathe. So let's take a deep breath together. Okay, and after we breathe, what do? That's right, we share. I wonder, if you see a friend of yours at the park, how do you know that it's them? By the color of their hair? Or the clothes that they wear? Or the sound of their voice? We have lots of ways to remember people that are important to us, don't we? Well, today we hear a story about people who were walking on a road called the road to Emmaus, because it was the road that led to the town of, can you guess? Yes, the town of Emmaus. There was a man named Cleopas and his friend, and they were leaving the city of Jerusalem and walking to the town of Emmaus. As they walked, they were talking about Jesus and how he had died on the cross. They were feeling sad because they loved Jesus. They were also feeling a little confused because people were saying that Jesus was alive again. As they were walking, a stranger caught up with them and asked them, "What are you talking about?" They replied, "You're coming from Jerusalem. Don't you know what happened there? Haven't you heard the news?" "What news?" the stranger asked. Cleopas answered, "Jesus was our friend. He talked about loving others. He was God's prophet, and many people followed him. But he died on a cross. And now people are saying that he's alive. We just don't know what to think." "I know that you're sad," the stranger said, "but listen. Do you remember what the prophets wrote about the one sent from God?" Then he told them all about the one sent from God. This one was sent to show everyone how to live together in peace. His words gave them hope. They continued to walk together, and as the sun started to set, they arrived in the town of Emmaus. The stranger kept walking. "Wait!" Cleopas said. "It's almost nighttime. Please stay with us." The stranger agreed, and they sat down to eat dinner together. The stranger took bread. He broke it into pieces, and he gave it to them. Suddenly, Cleopas and his friend realized that the stranger was Jesus. Then Jesus disappeared. Cleopas said, "It was Jesus who walked with us when we were sad. I felt my heart shine inside of me when he told us those old stories." They were so surprised and excited that they didn't even finish eating their supper. They left Emmaus and headed back to Jerusalem to tell their friends what they had seen and experienced. "Jesus is alive," they said. "We knew it was him when he gave us the bread." Okay, so after we breathe and we share, what comes next? That's right, we reflect. When we reflect, we think about the story. So you might want to talk to your huddle about a few things. If you were on a walk and you saw Jesus, how would you know that it was him? When Jesus shared the bread with Cleopas and his friend at dinner, what did it make them think of? Sometimes when we're in a hurry, we forget about important things. What's something that's important to you? Super job, everyone. Okay, so if you're looking to do an activity with your household huddle, maybe you can share some bread and juice together, or crackers and water, or cookies and milk. And as you do, you can tell the story of the road to Emmaus. Or maybe you can tell the communion story together, remembering how Jesus blessed and broke the bread, sharing it with his friends, and how he gave thanks and poured the juice, telling his friends to always remember him. Okay, what's the last step in a household huddle? That's right, thank. Well, this week, I'd like to say thank you to anyone and everyone that helps their friends feel better when they're sad. Just like the stranger, Jesus, helped Cleopas and his friend when they were sad on the road to Emmaus. Thank you to all of you for joining us this week. I hope you enjoy your household huddles. And remember, household huddle can happen anytime and anywhere, so just be creative. But no matter where you are or what you're doing, remember that you are amazing. And don't ever forget that God loves you just the way you are, and so do I.